So Tailscale is the modern, easy-to-configure VPN. The thing that I failed to understand for quite a long time is that it only does point-to-point. See, they don't want to handle your traffic and donate all that bandwidth to the world for free. So they're not the kind of VPN where you log into their server and send your traffic through their server. They only handle the authentication. You can take any number of your devices and connect them with VPN connections. But if you want to actually protect like your home network and make it secure, you'd have to rent a cloud server or something to be the other end, or stick a cloud server at some other location like the school, and then you would have an encrypted tunnel to that location, but not encrypted beyond that point. So you can set it up here. So you can install Tailscale on Windows, and I don't think I'll bother doing it live. It's really very easy. Just go. You have to log into a Google account or a Microsoft account or any of a variety of services. You have to have some kind of login. Then you just download this software and run it, and it will run and pop up in your notification area with this 9-dot icon. And then that will show you you'll be connected. Then you install Tailscale on Linux, and it's just a few commands. And now it'll tell you to authenticate, go to this location, because you have to log in on your Linux machine, but you can open this in a different machine on the browser. So I was able to use a headless Linux because I just opened this on my other machine, the Mac. Once you go there, all right, then, yeah, open that URL in another machine and log into the same Google account. That's how you make sure they're all in the same network. And now you can turn on IP forwarding. What we're going to do here is make your Linux machine the gateway. So the Windows machine will always send traffic to the Linux machine and from thence to the internet. This is how you'd make the Linux machine act like a firewall block, but it's not going to encrypt the traffic that leaves. It's only going to be encrypted to that machine. So that's not extremely useful. It's more limited, like point-to-point at a company or something. So you set it up. You set up forwarding, so the Linux machine can be the gateway. You're basically turning your Linux machine into a router. And then you run Tailscale up, and you advertise it as an exit node. So the encrypted traffic from all the machines on your network will come to this machine, and then leave your encrypted channel and pass out the internet as normal traffic. So that's what happens here. If you go to the administration console, you'll see you have two machines registered. This is all Tailscale provides, is the authentication. And then, so these two machines are connected, and then you go in here, and here you configure this machine to be an exit node. And now on your Windows machine, you right-click this little icon, and you can now tell it to use that machine as the exit node. First, you have to allow local traffic, because typically when you're running a VPN, you do not let it see local traffic because you're in a dangerous place like a coffee house. You don't want to see people near you. But here, the Windows machine is on the same network, so you have to allow that to get there. Then you can go through the Debian machine here. And then you can do a trace route, and you'll see the first hop from your Windows machine is to go to the Debian machine and into this Tailscale network with a different IP address, and then it's off on the internet, following the usual path to the internet from there. So that's the point, and now we can test for leaks. So you install Wireshark and monitor puppies, and if you go to a URL containing puppy, you don't see any packets. If you're using unencrypted DNS and you are not using the encrypted traffic, then you'll see you'll pick up traffic here. But in this case, you won't, because you're now using Tailscale on the Windows machine. You'll get nothing. And if you go there, you'll notice Throw Traffic containing puppy will appear because everything's encrypted. And if you go to a plain text login page and log in with name and password containing puppy, again, you'll see nothing. So that shows that everything is now encrypted. And if you turned off Tailscale and did those, you would see it. So that shows that it's working, but it's only point-to-point between your own devices, which is not that useful unless you own a device, like a server somewhere. All right, so that's this one. You understand one kind of VPN.